So let's say that your boss wants you to create a self-evaluation report to be used in your employee performance review and analysis. He doesn't want anything great in detail or length, but you know that you have to provide him with enough performance statistics and successful projects in which you've managed in order to increase the likelihood of a better pay raise. Well, what kind of report do you use, and where do you begin? Hi, I'm Hinez Cruz, and today we're going to be discussing the short report. So what is the short report? Well, a short report is generally that, a report that is usually shorter in length with more limited information while still getting the point across to the reader. So let's review some short report options and methodologies. It should be noted that the information contained throughout this presentation has been derived from the 2014 Business Communication Building Critical Skills book written by Kitty Locker and Stephen Kazmarek. You should be familiar with the three main short report types. Those include informative enclosure, feasibility, and justification. The informative enclosure report generally summarizes and therefore does not usually result in any action or recommendation. A good example of this kind of report would be a report that brings information to light, such as cause awareness or a general topic discussion. The second report, the feasibility report, reviews multiple options and then provides a recommendation for the best option. A good purpose of this would be to present a problem or dilemma, provide a multiple solution analysis, and then provide a recommendation for the best solution, with supporting reasoning, of course. Finally, there's a justification report, and that's pretty self-explanatory. The justification report usually justifies any action or inaction. These reports are typically more specific in nature, presenting in detail what is needed, why it is needed, possible solutions for the need, and may request a specific solution. Now, there are many different ways in which you can organize the information in your short report. We're going to highlight the 7 main organizational patterns that are commonly found in the professional world. Unfortunately, we don't have the time in this presentation to review each one in detail, so I'm just going to mention each one individually. Thankfully, most of these are pretty self-explanatory. Those 7 organizational patterns include comparison and contrast, problem solution, the elimination of alternatives, general to particular and vice versa, geographic and spatial, functional, and chronological. Each one of these obviously presents its strengths and weaknesses, so make sure to choose each one wisely. According to the Business Communication book, there are 3 important points to remember when creating your short report. Point number 1, make sure that you say what you mean. Be clear and concise with your statements. Use relevant and reader-friendly terminology. Point number 2, tighten up your wording. That means to eliminate any unnecessary wording. Read your short report, change it, and then read it again, combing through your statements, making sure that you've removed any superfluous wording or phrasing. And point number 3 is to make good use of blueprints, transitions, topic sentences, and headings. Whoa, what did he just say? I know that's a mouthful, so let's break that one down a little bit further. First, make good use of blueprints. Well, what are blueprints? Blueprints are overviews that will tell the reader what you will discuss in a report segment or throughout the entire report. Secondly, make good use of transitions. Transitions are words that tell the reader if the discussion is continuing on the same point or moving on to the next point. Next, make good use of topic sentences. Topic sentences introduce and summarize the main idea of a paragraph. And finally, make good use of your headings. Headings are single words, phrases, or sentences that indicate the topic of each paragraph. Now that we know more about short reports, let's refer back to our self-evaluation opening scenario. You'll probably want to use the informative type report because you're providing information to your boss. As far as your organization, you'll want to make sure that you use compare and contrast and problem solution organizational patterns to make yourself shine. Additionally, make sure that you read through your final version and remove any unnecessary wording. Now you're finally ready to submit your self-evaluation short report to your boss and get that well-deserved raise.